Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Pi Cycle Top Indicator and what sort of things to watch out for going forward when it comes to Bitcoin's price action, but we're also going to look at the weekly and monthly timeframes just to gel the price action concepts together along with the data science models as well. Let's dive into the video right after our quick sponsor. Our sponsor for today's episode is Nervos Network. Nervos is a layer 1 blockchain protocol that scales through a wide variety of technologies like sidechains and stake channels. Nervos has recently announced a mainnet beta launch of its multi-chain solution Godwoken, which is a major step towards interoperability. Godwoken is a layer 2 blockchain protocol that integrates Ethereum virtual machine capabilities and enables developers to employ Ethereum contracts while keeping transactions scalable, fast, and low cost. With Godwoken and Nervos' cross-chain bridge called Force Bridge, Ethereum developers can use their existing code bases to begin porting their dApps to Nervos and become early adopters in the expanding DeFi ecosystem. The Godwoken whitelisting program is now open and accepting applications from decentralized application projects to build upon the ecosystem. Become an early adopter of the expanding DeFi space and join the Godwoken whitelisting program today. Awesome. So when we focus here on the Pi Cycle Top Indicator, one of the main things to watch out for is, of course, the crossovers, which insinuate bearish crossovers, bearish downside, bear market tops. But by the same token, the Pi Cycle Top Indicator is a good gauge of not just bear market tops, or at least bull market tops, but also local tops in mid cycles like we saw over here and like we saw over here. We're actually already seeing a flicking up in the 111-day moving average. But what I want to focus on is not this moving average, but rather the green moving average, the 350-day moving average multiplied by 2. And this green level tends to be breached on the second more parabolic rally to new all-time highs. You saw that right over here. A breach beyond this green level into parabolic highs, and once we broke beyond this green moving average once again, we faked a breakdown below it, but ultimately kept holding the green area as a support until new all-time highs. So this green moving average tends to figure as a resistance, but ultimately it gets breached in that second part of the cycle for Bitcoin. So really important to just emphasize that next level, that green level, is $88,000 at this time. So in fact, it has increased by a little bit since when I created the thumbnail. 88,000 is now the moving average. The moving average represents this price point, and this is only going to continue to incline. But this moving average is, of course, moving at a much slower pace than this orange 111-day moving average because, of course, both of these consider a different amount of days. And therefore, the orange moving average is going to move a little bit faster than the green one. So the green one is going to continue to incline. And I'd suggest just to pay attention to this moving average. It's a pretty stable growth, really, but once we break beyond 88k, though there could be some initial rejection, once we do break beyond there, we're going to see a flicking up even in this moving average, because that's what we've seen in the past. While we see stable growth in this moving average, then it starts to flick up quite considerably. And of course, if you consider this flick up comparing to this one is a much steeper and sharper incline than this one, because of course this green moving average takes into account more days, but by the same token, these are massive changes. To see such an incline for this green moving average, that says a lot. We tend to see quite tremendous overextensions in price beyond that green moving average to cause these flick ups in the moving average. In any case, that's what I'm going to be watching out for. This is the level to watch out for. That's going to be a resistance, and we're going to break beyond that level in the coming weeks and months. So, of course, yesterday we spoke about whether or not a dip could happen for Bitcoin's price action. Of course, we've been holding this green area as a support, and that's a good sign because before that was a complete resistance which rejected price quite considerably on each occasion. Right over here, we're not seeing any rejection from that same region. In fact, we're supporting the uptrend beyond here. Of course, 2 long upside wicks here. That hasn't translated into much downside. So this green area, of course, is going to be one of those support regions to watch out for. But on the weekly time frame, this 61k region should be tested. Should that dip materialize into a little bit more of a deeper dip, that's going to be the next level to watch out for, the next support on the weekly time frame, which is approximately confluent with this 58,700 monthly level. This monthly level is a major resistance back then. Now it's going to be a major support most likely. So this green weekly support region confluent with this monthly region, that's going to be the next major area to see a retest on the monthly time frame. So people who are talking about a bear market now, let's not rush to that conclusion, because a dip from this point is a means to an end in securing that all-important retest here. Even if we see some downside wicking beyond, that retest should be a successful one with a monthly candle close later this month above this level before enjoying further upside, whether we consolidate here a bit more. That is also historically, that does tend to happen historically, some consolidation at around these regions, but generally that retest is going to precede a trend continuation. Whether that trend continuation takes a little bit more time to develop, whether that happens or not, in any case, this is the technical predicament that is going to enable that sort of upside. In any case, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this one. Like the video if you did, and of course subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. I'm Rekt Capital, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.